And look at Randy Orton slithering.
Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
KO! Here's the cover.
Hey, what's up everyone, and we're back today with another video. This time steering away from the 6.0 drama. If you want to see what my thoughts and all ideas of about that update and what I think about it, go check out the previous video. This video is not about that, so go check that out. Not brushing it under the rug. I know there's a lot of issues right now going on with the game. We're going to just focus on this pretty solid game, first really good game after the update, and shocker it's in the LTTB. But just as a heads up, we are talking with Wargaming in our kind of server with them, so not every video is going to be me complaining about everything, because I just don't like doing that regardless of how many issues there are. And like I said, if I can, I'm going to try to get the channel back to the gameplay status. So if you want to get my thoughts and opinions on that, again, go check out the previous video, and that has all that covered. So, jumping into the gameplay now. Doing pretty standard stuff on Mountain Pass, tier 8 game in the LTTB. Unfortunately, their LTTB is being a little more aggressive, and it's not something I really recommend doing for that other spawn, because you're very exposed to fire from my position where I'm at if there's a tank with gun depression. Fortunately for him, I don't have gun depression. Or if you have teammates that go up and around the corner where I'm going towards now, they can shoot you very easily. So I don't really recommend pushing across where he did, because you can be very, very exposed very quickly. And you can see he's already on less than half health there. So he's already got punished for that, so don't recommend it. I usually go here to spot, but unfortunately because of his very aggressive push there, wasn't able to really spot anything crossing. So now we're going to try to do a little bit more, and we do get the spot on a Churchill 7 that is still crossing. Poor reporter tier 6. We try to take a shot. Even if the teammate didn't go in front of us, I doubt that one would have been. So that's unfortunate. Unfortunately with this replay, this was before they added back the damage counter in the top right, so you won't really be able to tell how much damage I did throughout this game. But it will be quite a lot, so stick with me. And the ending of this one is really, really good. At least I think so. It starts off a little slow. But now we're actually going for our first shot of damage on this VK. Fortunately for me, I just totally whiff it in my great accuracy. So we get a little closer and put our first shot of damage into this VK. He's just getting swarmed now, and we finish him off for... I don't think we actually killed him. Yeah. And now we see an Absolution pull back a little bit, and that's this, yeah, another bad shot. So we're not starting this game off on fire, but we're going to get there. And at this point, I was like, okay, there's only one tank there, maybe two with the Churchill 7. We have 3 tanks. They should be okay. And then you just see on the mini-map on the top left, which hopefully that could change. Literally their entire team is actually just waiting there. And I'm not really going to push into that, even as a top-tier light tank with some armor. It just doesn't make sense to just push down a corridor in a scout. So rather than do that, we're going to do what scouts do best and flank. And flank on a corridor may have to be at all, honestly. So I'm just going to go right through the middle. There's nobody on the bridge, so we shouldn't get spotted. There's one medium to my right, but he's dealing with a couple of the other tanks that are kind of sat back at the crossing. And I have my eyes set on putting these guys that are pressuring our base into a bit of a crossfire here, if I can. So I have APCR loaded because I saw it was heavy tanks, and it is a tier 8 game, and we haven't seen their tier 8 heavy tanks yet, so sure enough it's the Emil 1 and the E75TS, but I'm just going to focus on the autoloader because of the burst damage that is possible with that those kind of tanks, especially now with how the crew skills work. But he gets out of our line of fire, so now we're going to focus the E75. Some easy shots, but he's now turning around a bit, so we're going to see if we can get one more. And we're not quite. Actually, we'll try one more here, just risk fate, and sure enough we have enough time to pull that one off. And we have to be kind of careful here because there are still 2 RDA in play, both in a platoon, both GW Panthers I believe, so very easy for us to get one shot, and then we get spotted by the Tiger 217, so we can't go that way. So we're kind of stuck here, and now we just have to wait. The Emil 1 died, and now we have to wait for our teammates that were at the base, kind of defending that, to just push the E75. Because if you look in third person, I can see the E75 is Roger Dodger, whatever, is looking at me. So I just wait for my teammates to push a little bit, get one more into him, and take him off the board. Now, at this point, my teammates here should probably stay at that base, at that hillside. It's a really good position to defend, especially if they have some gun depression. But unfortunately, they're all going to follow me down here and put themselves in the low ground. And by this time, most of their tanks on the enemy team have pushed through that other flank and are probably now, right about now, approaching our base and should be rolling right through the base at this time. Now, I do know there are probably a lot of tier 6 and 7 tanks, since we just fought most of their tier 8 tanks and took them out of this game. So at this point, I'm trying to see if maybe I can get the rear of some of these lower tanks, like the Churchill 7. See if I can catch him out by himself, since he's probably going to get left in the dust by stuff like the Tiger 1 or Tiger 217 that are left. And sure enough, that's exactly what happens, and we catch the Churchill 7 just in the middle of the open, totally by himself. And at this point, I actually activate my food, which if you don't know yet, the food still has its passive bonus of 10% at all times, but it also has a 30-second time that you can activate where it adds another 15% to the improvements to crew skills. So I always do that when I'm in a very continuous engagement, especially with single shot tanks. It just improves everything: DPM, aim time, view range. If I'm in a really like continuous fight like I just was there, and just totally obliterate that guy because +2 is fun, I activate that. I also activate it when I'm in on a reload, usually with my autoloaders, because it just reduces the reload significantly. And now we're just dealing with the cap circle, and we have the Tiger 217, and I just want to get rid of this Absolution first because he's a low health, obviously. Get the gun out of the game, finish him off, and now we can have the Tiger 217 to ourselves, and we should never actually get shot by this guy once we get around him. And sure enough, we're just going to make quick work of this tier 6 heavy tank, as we should, being a top tier 8 light tank. But we do have to keep in mind there are 2 clickers in the game still, and right now we're just dodging his turret, and that's really all we're doing. And this poor guy is gone. So base is defended. 3 tier 6 heavy tanks are taken out. Not the hardest thing in the world to do, but now we are now 1 versus 4 against 2 Arty and their TD, which is an SU-152 and a Tiger 1. And we're catching the Tiger 1 here out in the open a little bit. He panics a little bit here and gets stuck on the rock. Are we able to get another shot? And not quite. I was able to activate my food to get that extra bonus on the reload, but it wasn't quite enough to get another shot. But he obliges me and pokes out again. We do get spotted here, but we're able to pull back because we're on the high ground here, and hopefully get, yep, sure enough, finish him off for another kill. I don't know how many kills at this point, but we have quite a few. We could pull up the scoreboard, but I'm not really, I wasn't really bothered at the time. I was more focused on how do I win this, which isn't the most challenging, especially with the SU-152 just poking out in the open here and being pretty much blind. But even at 300 meters, he's going to spot me. But for some reason, I shoot him. He pulls out. I think he's going to get another shot. By the time he aims in, I'm going to be pulled away and already put a shot into him. And he is now a one shot. And I'm trying to hug to the left of this mountain, just in case I've already kind of minimized it. I know now I can just pull for it, lose the spot. He's not going to spot me until I fire, pull up, aim the shot, and finish him off. So just the excellent kind of dealing with planned engagements there. But that's going to change here in a second because I'm going to go after the Arty. Hopefully plant their base. Oh no, they're right here. I have 4 shots here. This is very hairy. I have to try to dodge both GW Panthers with their rotating turrets. One of those shots into the first one actually bounced, which is unfortunate. But now that one just ammo racks him in 1 shot. It's very lucky for us, but now we only have 1 shell left, and we don't have enough ammo or enough alpha to actually kill him with this 1 shot. And sure enough, it somehow just totally just no damage. We have to ram him, do a bit of damage there, and now we have to probably ram him again from quite a distance. This is a bit awkward. We have absolutely no ammo at this point, and yeah, this is just bad. As he's doing the right thing here, backing up towards the rocks. Try to do him a little more shove. Oh god, he hits the rock. We get very, very lucky there. A bit of RNG to save us. And now we get the running start that we need, and splat. We're able to finish him off and complete the 1 versus 4 with a little bit of luck. Even though a little bit of luck went against us, we bounced 2 off of that first GW Panther, and we were able to finish off that 1 versus 4 with 7 kills, 5,200 damage, and 2,068 base XP. So this was my first real solid game after all the changes this week. Again, not going into those, but an entertaining enough game that I thought it's a good one, just kind of ease into the channel, and should be still enjoyable for you to watch, because that was really a really fun game to play at the end, even if it was kind of bullying lower tiers. But that little engagement with the cap circle and also with the 2 arties, which was very much a butt clenching moment. That's no better other way to say that. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. Look for more videos fairly soon, and I will catch you guys next time. See ya. Peace.